Audience. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe Henry and I will be informing you guys on how to baby-proof your home and why it's so important. According to an article from safehome.org, 55% of at-home injuries could have been avoided with better childproofing. Everyone will be around a child at some point and needs to know how to keep them safe. As a mom to a busy 8-month-old, she's always on the move and gets into everything, puts everything in her mouth. So I know how important it is to make sure your child is safe, especially because if you need to go do something around your house, you need to make sure your child has a safe space to play around. I'm going to be showing you guys some photos and you guys are going to point out some hazards and I'm going to tell you how to make the room safe. You guys see any hazards here?
The basket full of stuff.
Yep.
The cord.
Yep.
The objects on the lower shelf.
Yep. You guys hit them all. Good job. What about here?
The corners are too pointy.
Mm-hmm. What else?
The outlet doesn't have covers.
Mm-hmm.
The medicine bottle.
Yep.
Cords hanging again.
Yep. There you go. You guys got them all. Safehome.org posted an article stating that over 18,000 minors are injured each year by falling furniture and television. So it's why it's so important to anchor furniture to the wall. TV should be mounted to the wall. There should be no electrical cords. You should cover the outlets, corner and edge bumpers for the edges of tables, and medicine should be locked up. I'd say the most important one would be anchoring your furniture and outlet covers because your baby could stick things into them and burn or shock themselves, and you don't want that to happen. Some things that aren't pictured: you need a fireplace cover to avoid your child from climbing in it, or they're usually sharp so you don't want them to bang their head on it. Blind cords, cut them short or just get rid of them. If you have stairs, you should have a baby gate so the baby doesn't fall down the stairs. Next up, we're going to move to the kitchen. Can you guys point out any hazards here?
The knives and spices are too close to the edge.
Mm-hmm.
The open cabinet with cleaning supplies.
Yep.
The pots on the stove.
Yep. You guys missed one, just the handles. So you guys got all them. Good job. You can get some knob covers for the gas stove. An article by Business Insider recognizes that physicians also suggest to ditch long tablecloths as there could be something on top, such as a heavy plate or coffee or tea, and that can fall over and burn or hurt your child. Now, these are some safety things that I do in my daughter's bedroom. You can see her bookshelf is anchored to the wall, so if she tries to climb on it, it's not going to fall on her. Same with the dresser. Also, if one drawer's pulled out, the other ones will not open. They're all locked, and they don't pull out all the way, so your child can't climb into them. You should make sure you have a baby monitor so that you can monitor if they get out of their crib or not. It needs to be safe in case they crawl out of bed, because by the time you get in there, they're probably already getting into stuff. Next, some backyard safety tips. Pool safety is extremely important. StopDrowning.org shares some very scary statistics surrounding drowning. Drowning is the #1 leading cause of death for ages 1 to 4. Drowning can happen in as little as 20 to 60 seconds, and 87% of drowning fatalities happen in home pools or hot tubs for children younger than 5, and most of those take place in pools owned by family and friends. Some things you can do to prevent drowning are having a pool alarm. This is very good for if your child wanders outside, then you'll know immediately if they're in the pool. Another thing is to make sure you have a pool cover for if you're not using your pool, and a pool fence is a very overlooked item. You should have a pool fence with a self-closing latch. Most importantly, you should never leave your child alone. Some other backyard hazards are plants. Make sure they're not sharp or poisonous. Some chemicals, especially if you have a pool, you don't want them getting into that. And lawn items. Some miscellaneous things, clean your floors every day. Don't wear shoes in the house, especially if it's winter time. You do not want the salt to track in and then eat the salt. That'd be pretty bad. And get rid of anything with a button battery. To wrap it up, make sure you're always paying attention to potential hazards. Take the time, energy, and money to keep your child safe. And these kinds of accidents are preventable. And these are my sources.